The name Troy Lee Designs, or TLD, has been in all forms of power sports and auto sports for many years. We stopped by TLD's headquarters in Southern California for a chat with Troy himself to learn more.
I mean, just kind of, I just kind of kept falling into it, really, man. My dad was an artist and racer and grandfather. I mean, I guess that's when it really all started, because those guys were racers, and my grandfather was a pinstriper and had a used car lot, so they're always fixing stuff up and pinstriping cars, and he was going to Bonneville and racing and building cars for Bonneville, which I wasn't even born yet. And then my dad raced boats and cars and motorcycles and speedway and road raced and, Huskies and CZs, and I never really knew any better, I was just painting my own helmets and, helping my dad, at the time, sand helmets, and my brother too, Kelly, and, I've never really looked back, just always kind of looking forward, and it's just pretty much doing the same thing I did when I was a little kid and with my dad, just at, at another level. We're doing, a lot more helmets, a lot more product, and a lot more safety equipment, and digging what I'm doing. Taking off in a couple hours to go race Mammoth motocross. Doesn't get any better. Well, the first one was when I had to I was welding pipes for Mitch Payton and racing motorcycles with Mitch Payton, and kind of painting my own helmets, and then Andy Jefferson's and Jeff Jennings, and I would come home from welding pipes at Pro Circuit, and my doorstep, there started to be more and more helmets at the doorstep every time I'd come home, and I finally had to go tell Mitch, man, I got to teach somebody how to do this, man, because I'd rather paint helmets than weld pipes, especially in Corona here in Norco, man. It gets hot in the summers, So that was kind of a milestone where I kind of said, there's enough helmets showing up that I think maybe I can turn this into a business, And, I guess there's been, different times after that when I really thought maybe I could make a t-shirt and a sticker, and like, wow, my first sticker, my first t-shirt, my first visor, which I was vacuuming for my mom's oven, and so I got kicked out of the house because the house smelled like plastic every day, Had to rent an airplane hangar down the Corona Airport here. Definitely drawing Scott Russell's helmets, up with the feathers all on them, and just drew the little wing on the back. Just said, wow, it'd look cool if these things had a little wing. And then we decided, shoot, let's vacuum for them, make one, and Scott Russell was definitely, Jeremy McGrath, all those guys, Jeff Ward, Paul Tracy, Dario Franchitti, all those guys kind of helped keep going to another level, Sean Palmer, all those kind of different heroes in different sports kept, elevating my career, kept giving me a canvas to paint on. They're all just friends to me, they're all just great people, and I really think that, I think racing builds a lot of character and builds really cool character, and kind of the same kind of mindset that I have, I love people that can dig people that can get it out, lay it out on the line, man, and work under pressure and achieve something great, And that's what racing's all about, man. There's a lot of elements that come into your life, especially with a lot of the athletes that I deal with, that they have to deal with, but they still have to get out there and just put their head down and get it done. And that's kind of the attitude I take here at my business. Oh yeah. I think I call them tailgate meetings. I think those are some of the most important meetings. Sit in the back of your tailgate with your buddies and seeing how you can make something a little better. But definitely being hands-on with the sport, and seeing somebody. That's why the protection is really, big part of my. You can see somebody hurt and going, God, I think we can make a difference. And I think we can. And like I said, all my kids are, riding, racing, and all my friends are still doing it, and I'm still doing it. And I just feel like we can make a better product always, and that's, if you keep that mindset, I think you can keep your company growing. To sum it up, graphics is what we're the best at. We're really good at, I think, at graphics and colors and customizing stuff. But protection is really probably one of my biggest focus right now. Just because my kids are racing and all my friends racing and just some of the protection that we're really working on. I think that's the future of our company here, is just keep developing the protection. You know, helmets are part of that, knee guards are part of that, chest guards, I mean, but even down to the pants and gloves and all that kind of stuff, you know. Just making the product more technical, better fabrics and safer.